Hello everyone. I, Ms. Bhavna Danesh Munod, welcome you all in Agricultural Development Trust, Shardabai Pawar, Mahila Arts, Commerce and Science College, Sharda Nagar, Baramati. Good day, dear students. As last period, we have studied from this chapter, that is figure 2.7. Again, I will repeat figure 2.7, what it shows, because we have to study relationship between total utility and marginal utility children. So the thing is, what this diagram tells us. Now just see, again I will repeat, x-axis units of commodity has been there, y-axis TU and MU, what we have there in the table, that units are plotted. 1 to 7 units of commodity are there, and then according to that TU and MU are spotted. So this total utility, if you can see in the diagram, is upward sloping, children. And marginal utility, keep in mind, it is downward sloping. So why it is downward sloping? Because it has come in zero or negative quadrant. So let us see the relationship between, now what is the relationship between total utility and marginal utility, children? Now the first relationship regarding total utility and MU, we will see that total utility and marginal utility of the very first unit of X consumed are same, as we have seen in the table. 10 and 10, those are same on the table. Then the second point is, as the consumer consumes further units of X, the total utility increases at a diminishing rate and marginal utility goes on diminishing. See, the second point tells us what? That whenever consumer is consuming further units of x-axis, like after first, then second, then third, that time the total utility increased at diminishing rate and marginal utility goes on diminishing. See, I will take this to the further slide. See over here, children, if you can see what they have told at first unit of X, the first point between relationship is at first unit of commodity. See over here, total utility is 10 and marginal utility is 10, children. At first unit, total utility same as marginal utility. Then as units of X, that is up to first to second, then over here see, can you see the total utility has increased, that is up to 10, 18, then 18, 24. But marginal utility after units of X has started decreasing. This is a second point between relationship. If you can see in the table, what it has been shown, total utility has been increased with consumption of unit, but marginal utility has been decreased, that is from 10 to 8, 8 to 6 it has come, and total utility has increased from 10 to 18, 18 to 24. So this was the second point related to what? From the table. Now come to a third point. What it tells, that at a particular stage total utility reaches to its maximum and remains constant, whereas marginal utility becomes zero, children. So this is called as point of staticity. That means TU when reaches at its highest level, marginal utility will be zero in simple way. So they have told in the third point that at a particular stage when the total utility reaches at its maximum but marginal utility will become zero. This is called as point of satiety. That is TU when it is highest, total utility is highest, marginal utility will be zero. Then after this point, if additional unit are consumed, then the results will decline in total utility while marginal utility becomes negative. See, when TU, again the units are consumed, so total utility will what happen? Results will be there in a declined way, but marginal utility becomes negative. So we will see from the table. Wait 1 minute, children. Again we'll go back to the table. See if you can see the table. We will see, that is what they have told, when total utility reaches to its maximum height, when total utility reaches to its maximum height, see over here, fifth point 30 is there and sixth point also 30 is there, means it is at maximum height. Then when total utility reaches at its maximum level, children, then marginal utility is 0. Keep in mind, see, total utility, a third point what reaches its maximum, then marginal utility is 0. Then come to when total utility, again extra consumption addiction is there, that is 28 over here. So total utility has increased. So the thing is, it has been declined, and when it is declined, the marginal utility comes in a negative way, -2. So this is our fourth point relating to what we are studying, relationship between total utility and marginal utility. So I am repeating again, what at a particular stage total utility reaches to its maximum and remains constant, whereas marginal utility will become 0. Then after the addition of 1 point extra, the unit is consumed, total utility will decline and marginal utility will become negative. Then after reaching the point of satiety, children, they have told a rational consumer. Rational means what? A normal consumer. Not a greedy person, a normal person. His behavior will stop consuming things when he reaches point of satiety. Means what? Satisfaction. See, when a person is satisfied, he is happy with the product, that time he starts what? Satisfaction process starts and the purchasing of commodity is reduced. Why reduced? Because a rational consumer has reached to his maximum limit of satisfaction. So there is no addition of total utility by any further increase in the stock of a commodity. See, when a person is happy with whatever he has purchased, he will not go buying extra units of commodity, children. So that time the total utility will be reducing and marginal utility will come in a negative way. So our fifth point tells us, that is, after reaching the point of satiety, a rational consumer will stop his consumption since the maximum limit of satisfaction is reached and there is no addition in the total utility by any further increase in the stock of a commodity. Then the sixth point tells us, consumption beyond the point of satiety transforms satisfaction into dissatisfaction. In other words, a consumer starts experiencing ill effects of consumption. Now see, when satisfaction the consumer has reached, he is happy with whatever he has purchased, then the thing is, when he have purchased a commodity, he will not be willing to buy any other commodity because it will lead to dissatisfaction. And in other words, when a consumer starts experiencing ill effects, means more he will consume and he is happy, ill effects will start. Now suppose, say for example, I'll tell you mangoes. Example, a simple example. Now what happened? My demand, my need was there that I will purchase that utility commodity of mangoes. Say I purchased, I consumed 10 mangoes in a day. I'm just giving an example. 10 mangoes I have eaten that particular day. So will, children, that person having 10 mangoes in a day is satisfied with that, but he will not go for 11th mango. Even if he goes, say he is eating again 11th, 12th mango, what will happen? Ill effects will start. Means what? Either he will vomit or he will not feel well and he will have to rush for the doctor. So they have told over here, consumption beyond the point of satisfaction. Satiety is what? Satisfaction. So consumption beyond the point of satisfaction transforms satisfaction into dissatisfaction. So in other words, a consumer starts experiencing ill effects of consumption. So this we are studying regarding what? Relationship between total utility and marginal utility, children. That I will repeat again, that total utility and marginal utility are very first unit of X commodity are same, that we have studied in the table 10 and 10. Then as the consumer starts consuming further units, total utility will increase and marginal utility will go on diminishing. Then at a particular stage, utility, when it reaches its maximum level, then marginal utility becomes 0 over there. And when marginal utility becomes 0, children, it is called as point of satiety. Then after this point, any additional unit consumed further results into a decline in total utility and marginal utility becomes negative. So after reaching the point of satiety, a rational consumer should stop his consumption since the maximum level of satisfaction is reached and there is no addition to total utility by any further increase in the stock of a commodity. So the consumption beyond the point of satiety transforms satisfaction into dissatisfaction. So in other words, a consumer starts experiencing ill effects of consumption. Now children, if you can see, a table has been given over here that you can take as homework part. You have to show the relationship between total and marginal utility that we can also discuss with online meeting. So here you have to fill in the blanks, children. You have to fill the gaps over here. Total utility and marginal utility. So relationship between total utility and marginal utility you have to show over here. Now we'll come to our next point. Now see, the main important point of this chapter is coming as law of diminishing marginal utility, children. Law of DMU. It is also called as law of DMU. Now see, any law you will write, children, as I told you, first will come introduction, then definition, then table, diagram, explanation of that schedule, and then conclusion. Any law you will write in economics, it will come in the same pattern. First will be introduction, definition, meaning if the meaning, then table, explanation of table, then diagram, explanation of that diagram, and conclusion part. So let us see our first law, that is law of DMU, that is also called, children, law of diminishing marginal utility. Now come to this introduction part, that this law was introduced or proposed by Professor Gaussen but was discussed by Professor Alfred Marshall in his book Principles of Economics, published in the year 1890. So the law of DMU, that is diminishing marginal utility, is universal in character and it is based on a common consumer behavior that utility derived diminishes with the reduction in the intensity of a want. So see, in introduction part, what it has been told, that this law was introduced, proposed by Professor Gaussen, and it is also called as Gaussen's law, children. But it was discussed in Professor Alfred Marshall's books, in his book, that is Principle of Economics, in the year 1890. And then in this law of DMU, it has been told about the consumer's behavior with utility, which diminishes with the reduction in the intensity of a want. So this is law of DMU introduction. Now come to the next part, that is statement of law. Now see, the statement of law is what? According to Professor Alfred Marshall, other things remaining constant, the additional benefit which a person derives for given increase in his stock of a thing diminishes with every increase in the stock that he already has. In other words, marginal utility that any consumer derives from successive units of a particular commodity goes on diminishing as his or her total consumption of that commodity increases. In short, the more of a thing you have, the less you want to have more of it. Simple way I will tell you, children. Professor Alfred Marshall has told, if people start purchasing things more and more, so what happens when a person is satisfied, and an additional purchasing of his commodity will increase his stock but decrease his demand. Increase in stock will be there, but marginal utility will go on diminishing over here. So the things more you have, the less you will have the need for it, the less you will demand for it. Why? Because you have satisfied. So this law of diminishing marginality statement tells us that according to Professor Alfred Marshall, other things remaining constant, the additional benefit which a person derives from a given increase in his stock of a thing diminishes with every increase in the stock that he has already. In other words, marginal utility that any consumer derives from successive units of a particular commodity goes on diminishing as his or her total consumption of that commodity increases. So, in short, what they have told, more the things you purchase, less you demand. It goes on diminishing. More the things you are satisfied with it, children, you go on what? Diminishing with that particular commodity. You are satisfied. So you don't ask again and again. So it comes in a negative way, children. So this was what related to law of DMU. Now we'll see the table. Assumptions we will see afterwards, children. Now what we have to see? See, after introduction and meaning say or statement of law, we are seeing the table. That is law of DMU table. Now what the table shows, units of commodity have been given, children, over here. If you can observe. See, we have studied in relationship between total utility and marginal utility. Same the table, same it is, but what it has shown only MU. And we know how to remove MU. So units of X has been given and marginal utility has been given, children. Units of X are how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And MU is 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0, minus 2. So this is what table shows that, explanation of table you will write. This table shows that marginal utility keeps on diminishing with increase in consumption. Further it becomes 0 and then negative. So the table what it explains, units of commodities have been given, marginal utility is given. Afterwards we have seen when units of commodity, that is from 1st, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are increasing, marginal utility goes on diminishing. That means it becomes negative, children. Now come to the diagram, how we will plot the points over here. So x-axis what we have written, units of commodity, children. Just see over here, x-axis units of commodity has been mentioned. Y-axis marginal utility as per the table. Then what you see over here, we have plotted the points, that is 1, 10, then 2, 8, then 3. See the points we have plotted. Then up to 6 it becomes 0 and 7 minus C. See 1, 10, 2, 8, 3, 6, then 4, 4, then 5, 2. And then what we have seen that for 6th unit it is 0, children, and afterwards it is coming in negative, that is minus 10 for 7 unit. See, according to this the graph is plotted. X-axis units of commodity is there, Y-axis marginal utility is there. Now if you see in diagram, points are plotted. Then what we have to do, we have to write explanation of diagram. We have to explain the diagram. So what we will write first, that in the above diagram, children, units of commodity X are measured on x-axis, marginal utility is measured on y-axis, various points of MU are plotted on the graph as per the given schedule. So when the locus of all points are joined, marginal utility curve is derived. So marginal utility curve slopes downwards. If you can see in the diagram, marginal utility curve is what? Sloping downward. It is sloping downward direction from left to right, which shows that marginal utility goes on diminishing with every successive unit of a commodity. So when MU becomes 0, MU curve intercepts the x-axis. If you can see over here, x-axis, see, when what I told, MU becomes 0. See over here, 0 it is MU. Then it is intercepting what? X-axis. And then this x-axis is called as point of disutility, children. If you can see, dissatisfaction. Negative utility is there, minus 2. So further consumption of commodity brings disutility, negative utility, which is shown by the shaded portion in the diagram, children. See, if you can see, the shaded portion in the diagram, it shows regarding disutility. That is shaded portion in the diagram. So see what we have seen first. Introduction is there, children. Then we have seen statement of law of diminishing marginal utility. Then we saw the table, how it has been plotted. Then diagram. And then explanation of diagram of law of DMU has been given over here. So when a question is asked like explain law of DMU. So what will come? I'll repeat again. See. First will come introduction. Keep in mind. Then after introduction, statement of law will come. Okay. Then after this, children, table will come. See over here. Then explanation of table you have to write over here. Then after explanation of table, diagram will be done. And after diagram, explanation of that particular diagram will be told to you. So this is how you will write answer for law of diminishing marginal utility. Now see what law of diminishing marginal utility tells us, children, that with every successive unit of a commodity, means when we start purchasing commodity and when we are satisfied with it, then total utility also start reducing. It diminishes and marginal utility comes to zero or negative quadrant. Why? When we have reached the point of satisfaction, point of satiety, that is called as law of DMU. Then every law, children, will have assumptions and exceptions and criticism also. Means what? Criticism means what? Somewhere some people will not be happy with your rules and regulations. They will criticize you that this law is not applicable. Even assumption and exceptions means somewhere this law of DMU will be true, somewhere it will not be true. So with every law there will be assumptions and exceptions, children. So in this video say we have studied about relationship between what? Total utility and marginal utility, where we have seen how the relationship shows point of satiety, that is point of equilibrium. After studying that relationship, then we went to law of diminishing marginal utility, that explain law of DMU. So introduction will be there, then whatever the statement of law, that will be there. Afterwards diagram, explanation of diagram and table. So according to this pattern you will write the law of diminishing marginal utility. Then in the next video, children, we will see assumptions of law of DMU. Thank you.